frantically shuttling instruments between them. And there it was, the focus of their attention and of my fascination. A beating human heart. In fact, it was squirming more than beating, and was still attached by cannulas and tubing to the heart-lung machine. Cylindrical discs were spinning through a trough of blood, bathed in oxygen, and a crude roller pump squeezed the tubes, accelerating this lifeblood back to the body. I peered closer, but could only see the heart, as the patient was completely covered by green drapes, gratifyingly anonymous to all concerned. The surgeon restlessly shifted his weight from foot to foot, wearing the big white operating boots that surgeons once used to keep blood off their socks. The team had replaced the patient's mitral valve, but the heart was struggling to separate from the bypass machine. This was the first time I'd seen a beating human heart, and even to me it looked feeble, blown up like a balloon, pulsating but not pumping. On the wall behind me was a box marked Intercom. I threw the switch, and the drama now had a soundtrack. Against the din of amplified background noise, I heard the surgeon say, "Let's give it one last go. Increase the adrenaline, ventilate, and let's try to come off." There was silence as everyone watched the desperate organ fight for its life. "There's air in the right coronary," the first assistant said. "Give me an air needle." He shoved the needle into the aorta. Frothy blood fizzed into the wound. Then the patient's blood pressure started to improve. Sensing a window of opportunity, the surgeon turned to the perfusionist. "Come off now. This is our last chance." "Off bypass," came the reply, said more as a blunt matter of fact than with any great confidence. The heart-lung machine was switched off, and the heart was now freestanding, with the left ventricle pumping blood to the body, the right ventricle to the lungs. Both were struggling. The anaesthetist stared hopefully at the screen, watching the blood pressure and heart rate. Knowing that this was their last attempt, the surgeon silently withdrew the cannulas from the heart and sewed up the holes, each one of them willing it to get stronger. For a while it fluttered feebly. But then the pressure slowly drifted down. There was bleeding from somewhere, not torrential, but persistent. Somewhere at the back, somewhere inaccessible. Lifting the heart caused it to fibrillate. It was now squirming again, wriggling like a bag of worms, but not contracting, fed by uncoordinated electrical activity. Wasted energy. It took the anaesthetist a while to spot this on his screen. "VF!" he shouted. I'd soon learn that this meant ventricular fibrillation. "Shock it!" The surgeon was expecting this and was holding the defibrillating paddles hard against the heart. 30 joules. Zap. No change. "Give it 60. Zap. This time it defibrillated. But then just sat there, stunned and devoid of electrical activity, like a wet brown paper bag. Asystole, as we call it. Blood continued to fill the chest, and the surgeon poked the heart with his finger. The ventricles responded by contracting. He poked it again, and the rhythm returned. "Too slow. Give me a syringe of adrenaline." The needle was shoved unceremoniously through the right ventricle into the left, and a clear liquid squirted in. Then he massaged the heart with his long fingers to push the powerful stimulant into the coronary arteries. The grateful heart muscle responded rapidly. Straight out of the textbook, the heart rate accelerated and the blood pressure soared up and up, dangerously testing the stitches. Then, as if in slow motion, the cannula site in the aorta gave way. Whoosh! Like a geyser erupting, a crimson fountain hit the operating lights, spraying the surgeons and soaking the green drapes. Someone murmured, "Oh, shit!" An understatement. The battle was lost.